Okay, I think we're back. I'm so sorry. It's such a frustrating issue. I've no idea what's going on. But yeah, there was a question in the chat just before. What was the problem? My keyboard sometimes just randomly switches profiles or changes something or does something to change the layout of the keyboard. It just stops responding. Well, it doesn't stop it responding. It stops behaving normally. Is the chat working? Is the chat working? I don't know if it is. It looks like it. It looks like it. Hi, Randy. Thanks for tuning in. G'day, everyone. Viv here. I hope you're all keeping well. Welcome back to Crouch After Dark, where we have spot-on professional level cinematography level cameras and let's get this game back up and running and jump back in. It's super frustrating when that happens because I've no idea how to fix it. As I was saying, you know, the only way that I've had success is just to smash the keyboard. Are you changing keyboard languages layouts? Alt and Shift and Control and Shift. I don't know. Something is happening. Sometimes I manage to fix it just doing different combinations of keys or just raging and smashing on the keyboard. But okay, so those ones, Alt and Shift and Control and Shift, are quite common combinations of keyboard shortcuts, right? Oh, well, now we're going to be on a different server and I would have lost all my armor. That's all right. We don't need it. We're going naked. G'day, Starstreams. How are you? Thanks for tuning in. Oh, the Stream Elements chat isn't working. I can see the chat, but the overlay is not working. Oh, boy. That's all right. This can be exclusive between us. Oh, I wonder if my webcam will be working now and we can set up the FOIP. It doesn't work too badly. You know, it's not fantastic, but it has the weirdest grins. I don't seem to be having issues with my glasses. You know, I haven't used it for a while. So I don't know if they've made improvements to it that they just haven't identified in the patch notes and stuff. Quite a lot of that stuff happens. Some things just don't make it into the patch notes because they're so minor and irrelevant. So we shall see how we go. So we just got our beacon suit on. That's all we need for rock mining. Maybe we'll grab a quick bunker along the way somewhere and outfit ourselves with some armor, because I don't have a lot of stuff here in Lawville. I sold everything in preparation for the wipe, which may end up wiping all the money and rep that we're grinding. I don't mind losing the money, but I certainly don't want to lose my rep. It's slow to grind through rep. Oh, I'm painting my studio whilst watching. That's exciting. That's exciting. Slowly, bit by bit. Do you have a time frame on when you'd like to get it done by, or is it just as it happens? I'm a very much as it happens person. I'm terrible at sticking to time frames and stuff like that. You know, I have a really serious issue with, you know, underestimating the amount of time it takes to do things. And repurposing, you know, an outbuilding from what it sounds like just a brick shed into, you know, a comfy, cozy environment to be in. That's a lot of work. You're in the same shard. Am I?
Step away from the platform edge when train is approaching.
So I am. Haha. Yeah, maybe, you know, it'd be nice to get some more information about the, you know, login management. Because obviously, you know, we're on our friends list, and maybe it just recognized that one of your friends is online, and I'll join you to the same server if I can. You know, it'd be nice to see what the rules are in terms of how they manage, you know, shard access and that type of stuff. Does the Toby pick up facial movements too? No, I've never tried. No, this is a Star Citizen thing. Star Citizen has its own head tracking and facial tracking, and both of them work really well. You don't need anything other than a webcam. You know, if we go into the options, actually, just let's get off the train first. Options. So let's have a quick look here, right? So this is faceware. This is for tracking my facial movements. Okay, so you can't see the calibration screen, but I can. And if we now go back into the game, return to game, and let's make sure we got our keyboard set on the right profile. We'll jump into third person. We'll flip the camera around. We'll take the helmet off, and you can see it works. Facial tracking. It's not amazing, but it does work. It does need, like this camera that I'm using is the Logitech C920. It's filming or recording or watching in 30 frames per second. But if you can have a webcam or something that's, you know, capable of 1080p, 60 frames per second, then you can get a reasonable sort of result. And that's without any other software. And if we go back and have a look under options, comms, VoIP, and head tracking, you get an option for your head tracking source. Now I'm using my Toby for head tracking, but I also have Track IR, which I don't use anymore. Or you can use your faceware. FOIP, VoIP must be enabled. So I could use faceware and it will use my Logitech C920 for head tracking. What is the keyboard issue, by the way? Enter key becoming the escape key or something? Yes, exactly. If I press my escape key, it's like I'm alt-tabbing between screens. If I press the enter key, it normally opens up the escape. Like if I press escape, it opens up the return to menu screen, this screen we can see right now. But when the keyboard does this weird thing it does, if I hit the enter key, it behaves like the escape key, etc. Well, this is the last server you were on, that's true. And I think it tries to keep you on the same shard if possible between sessions. Yeah, that's true. See, there's that weird UI again, but this time it was for a journal update. Big text in white instead of the regular smaller text in blue. But if I get rid of my glasses, if I get rid of the glasses, g'day everyone, good to see you. Yeah, it follows my blinking. Put that helmet back on. You know, just that's for good fun, really. That's my helmet coming on. Helmet engaged. So, for example, talking about voice attack, right? I have my helmet toggled to the V key. So when I press the V key, it takes the helmet off. When I press the V key, it puts it back on. Now, unfortunately, I can't let voice attack know what state I'm in. Is the helmet on or is the helmet off? It can only just respond to the input. So right now I have my helmet on.
Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
And if I press the V key, it'll take the helmet off, and then we can trigger voice attack to have Atreyu say something to us about, you know, don't forget, so when you board the ship, don't forget to bring a helmet with you, Commander. Sort of stuff. Hangar 9. Why am I always in Hangar 9? Thank you so much, by the way, for the people who were tuned in before to the beginning of the stream in the other part. Why can I not close this? Haha! Freedom! Freedom!
Please visit us again.
And for smashing that like button over on the stream that died. So while Stream Elements reminds me. Thank you so much. Expat Brat talked about using FOIP and the keys were zooming in, decent lighting, and playing with camera settings, but people say facial hair messes with it. Hang on 9. Yeah, I used to have problems with it in the beginning when I first started playing, but you know, it's not too bad. I think that might have been part of the problem that we were having before. Oh God, why are the doors so quick? And why is there Tim Tam crumbs all over my mousepad? What's going on, bro? That guy's a bit weird. It's a turtle. That's a tasty looking turtle. What do you think? Should we eat it? This turtle, I don't think, is alive. There is a way that you can set up. I'm not sure how to do it. But when you enable your Toby, instead of, if I put the Toby on right now, it should be tracking the camera movement, right? Oh God, why does nothing ever work properly? But you can, when you're in this third-person view, enable the Toby to track your head. So as I'm talking, I can turn my head and look at the camera, and the character's head in the game will use that. Anyway, let's stand up. It's happened again. Nope. Have we recovered? I don't know why it does this. Let's put that turtle in there. It tries on my patience sometimes. So yeah, Expat Brat, actually I was watching one of his videos earlier on because I was looking for probably the same video you're talking about, because I was looking for a way to make the quality of the mouth replication better. And I don't seem to have any problems with my beard or anything. The calibration screen and everything looks great. Do we have a helmet? No, we don't have a helmet. We better get a bloody helmet on. I think the only thing that would make it better in terms of the recognition and the accuracy is a C922. The 920 can't do 60 frames a second. The C922 can, but only at 780 or whatever it is, 720p. Let's fire up. How do we start the ship? Good afternoon, Yarn the Barb. Thank you for joining me. I hope you've had a wonderful day so far. I'm cruising into my evening. We've got a couple of Tim Tams left. So we're going to have to, you know, for the people who've missed out, make ourselves a coffee at some stage and enjoy ourselves a second Tim Tam slam, because I'm an adult and nobody can stop me from eating more Tim Tams. Yeah, so Toby's crashed. The only way we can get Toby to work now is to restart the computer again. So we have no Toby. Oh, let's try this. While we're here and we're waiting for things to pop around, let's change this from Toby to Faceware because we know that's working. So the settings are calibrated for my Toby, but so it's obviously going to be different for the tracking from the webcam. Let's turn that off. Maximum speed. Atreyu. Oh yes, we restarted the computer. Let's put cruise control on. Let's fire that up. Let's get voice attack going. What are these new screen elements? What is this thing here? And what is this thing? Super weird. Oh, go away. Very strange. Has anyone seen either of those two displays in the top left and the top right before? It's baffling. Every day in the Star Citizen, there's something new to experience, whether you want to or not. We just give you shit. Why not? Atreyu?
I am listening, Commander.
Set a course for Magda. Oh, it's not working. Set a course for Magda. It's not working again. It's really hard to find good AI, you know? Right, so this time for sure. And I think we'll try that Alt-Shift and Control-Shift. Next time the keyboard decides to stuff up. I must be, you know, naffing about when I'm doing things and hitting some sort of command. Engage.
Engaging quantum drive. Hold fast, sir.
No, that one was the AI. But sometimes, yes, you can be close to a planet sometimes, and you know you can't jump out of it. Was that you, Acorn, before in the hangout with the turtle? Thank you so much. I'll keep him safe. We'll take him maybe on Saturday. I'm thinking we might do some community sort of thing on Saturday. We'll take that turtle to Hurston and set him free in a river. All right, where are we going? Somewhere over here. Engage?
Yes, Commander. Quantum drive engaged.
Snapping skills. The that of legend. Are you in my ship? No. Activate the quantum drive?
Certainly, Commander. QD activated.
Cruise control. Let's go. So I haven't done any rock mining on Magda in 318 yet. Everything has been over on aerial, but it can be frustrating sometimes to pick things up at aerial because of the surface of the moon. So we're going to check out Magda and see what she's like today. See what we can find and what we can cash in. But first we need to go get another rock because we lost the first one. Prepare for landing. Open doors. We've got a helmet on. It's good news. It just needed a visit to arrive. What is the server doing? 3 frames. Great Cat Rock. Claim it. File a claim. Let's go!
Your insurance claim has been sent.
And we'll see what we can find on Magda. Because Ariel's been hot for Hadanite.
Your vehicle
Hot.
has been moved to our storage facility.
When did we do it? We must have done some rock mining on Saturday. I can't quite remember what we did. Oh no, we did bunkers and bounties, that's right. Retrieve.
Vehicle selected. Stand by.
I know maybe it was on Wednesday. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure we did a stream with some rock mining. And on aerial, the Hadanite is just popping in constantly. Lots of small clusters, but you do come across 8, 9 node clusters every now and then. And you know, those ones are always nice to find. I have had luck on here in Magda in 317. There is our rock falling out of the sky,
has been delivered to the following
being
location.
wonderfully damaged
Please
before
visit us
we've
again.
even had a chance to
Bye.
get inside of it. A 1-minute survival estimate? That doesn't seem right. We can survive for 45 minutes outside, but we can only survive for 1 minute inside the airlock. It is just the way it is. I parked way too close to the pad again. See, like I said in the stream, that didn't work out. I'm either landing on top of things or parking, 150 meters away. Or maybe that's 1 hour and 9 minutes. Oh, God. There we go. We did it. We did it. I have the power! Hang on. I have the power! The power of Grayskull. All right, let's go. Let's go get ourselves some gems. It's so janky. It's funny. I've seen Grumpy Eye's done some fantastic videos. He's done a few raps and stuff. Oh God, what is that bouncing around? Every sound sometimes is terrifying. You just never know, really, when you're just going to randomly blow up. Activate the quantum drive.
Acknowledged. I'm activating the quantum drive now, sir.
Cruise control. Maximum speed. Alright, let's get into atmosphere a little bit. And then we'll pop down somewhere. And see what we can find here. Do a micro jump. So we'll engage our quantum drive, then we'll power down the ship with the U key and then reboot it because that'll interrupt our quantum. That looks good to me. So we'll tap that U key to shut all power down because we can't interrupt. Something is bouncing around inside the ship. We can't interrupt the quantum on such a small little jump. Let's get the power back up. Deactivate the quantum drive.
Understood, Commander.
Cruise
I have
control.
accessed the quantum drive and disconnected the system.
This little plane over here looks good. Let's go this way. Alright, let's change that to this. And we'll see what we end up with. Alright, so scanning mode. Let's turn off that cruise control. Might lower the SCM a little bit. Oh no. Why have all my because the V scan's open. Alright, let's go. And we'll see what we can find. 1700. No. This one. 1860, there's 3 gems right there. Deploy landing gear.
Deploying landing gear. Please stand by.
It's just going to be a lucky dip. Open doors. Open the doors. Atreyu,
Standing by to assist you, Commander.
open doors. Thank you. I don't think I turned the engine in the ROC off, which is why I think it's bouncing around back there. Oh, and I haven't turned the engines off in the ship. This is a must do. Every time you are in the ship and you get out, you must turn the engines. Otherwise, this sort of shit happens. Hey, you know what I'm talking about? The ship flying around by itself, hey? It's not a fun experience for anybody. Fun times. Alright, let's turn the engines off. Now we can get out. Ever wonder why there's so many ships floating around? It's because people don't turn their engines off. And then the ship wants to go on maybe small picnic in the sky. Not good idea. Oh my god! Oh. So those gems should be inside. Okay, what are the things happening? Hadonite, Aphorite, Dolovine. Deploy mining arm. Oh, Atreyu. Dolovine. It's okay, we take it. We equal opportunity. All the gems deserve to be mined. This is the way. I really enjoy mining Dolovine because, like I said previously, I've said it a few times now, it's like a dance. You know, we can power it all the way up there. Kill power, and then we just need a little bit of power just to keep it going. The server's lagging a little bit, but we've got to play with it. Yeah, the server's lagging badly. Two and a half frames. You know, Hadonite's obviously really easy to mine. And I like the challenge that Dolovine presents. This one's got a massive optimal window. But sometimes you can get... What's in there? It's 70% Dolovine. See how long this rock is taking to burst? Because I applied power to it before it had finished scanning. It's scanning, finished. Now we fire the laser. I don't know if it makes a difference, I just noticed that. You know, if I apply power to the rocks before it's finished scanning, then it takes ages for the rock to pop. This could, and it's probably more likely, just a server thing. Whoa! Oh boy, is it getting a little bit rocky? Oh my god. Why are the Australian servers so rubbish? They've just been so bad lately. Let's turn that off. We'll come back to that one in a second. I did it straight away. I don't think it really makes a difference when you fire the laser. Full power! Let's cut that now. And the server's so laggy like this, it makes it so difficult. All us Europeans bringing them down. Well, that's because everybody recommends that the Australian servers are good, right? And so everybody comes here. I think we're just going to have to pulse like this. Yeah, there's a fairly significant delay. At least half a second, which is a lot when you're trying to manage this little beam. And the fact that none of the other rocks have popped yet is of mild concern. Maybe we'll bedlog and jump onto a European server since they're all here. This is almost undoable. Maybe if I concentrate extra hard. No, that was too much concentration. Concentrate too much, it seems to not work. If I just chill out a little bit, it seems to work. Spider count 9. I took my van today. I helped my friend Scott Reed, who designed most of the MDF model kits at Knights of Dice. Unfortunately, when shit started going bad during COVID, I had to let him go. I had to let both of them go, Scott and my brother Rocky. And anyway, his girlfriend was moving house today, and he said, "Hey, Viv, can you give me a hand? I've got a big, long wheelbase, high Ford Transit van that we use for going to conventions and shows and stuff." And he was like, "Can you give us a hand to help, move Jackie's stuff?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure, no problems." And I haven't used a van for such a long time, and I went out to head off there this morning, and there were cobwebs all over the windows, and I climbed in the van, and it was relatively clean on the inside, but where the window goes down inside the door, there were like a couple of little spiders running around in the seal. Jam a finger in there and just squish them in there and get rid of them. I don't think any of these are going to pop. It's no go. Europe, here we come. It look good to me. Right, maybe should we power off? All power killed. Who's that ship coming our way? Maybe they're going to come and say hello. Oh, you know what? I just realized we lost our turtle. Did we? Maybe I have it. There's this one up over here, trying to do something sneaky. Is that a carrack? Looks like it. It's got like those wings on the side that the carrack has. Spider counts, hey? So you found 9 so far, Star. Keep them. Gary, John, Davo, Chriso, Tommy, and Gary, 2. You should name them all. Make sure they're all comfortable. Spiders are a good thing in your house. Let's go find out what that dude's doing. Who do you think it could be? Retract landing gear?
Understood. Landing gear systems engaged.
Where'd that go? I'll not find them anymore. They'll make it the disappearance. 1700. Wow, did you see that rock move? I think we'll go land down. Oh, the Toby's not on. I think we'll land and server log and jump into Europe. Because we can't rock mine with performance like this. Oh boy! Maybe they come to get me. It's a sneaky ship. Ah. Gonna put the scanner on. Once again, for good luck. There we go. 5100. That's 3 rocks. We can see them right there. Hello, rocks. I hope you have a good day. Bye. Before we hop to a European server, we might just fly around a bit and get a general lay of the land. Because like I said, you know, on aerial I've been having so much luck. What's that, 1700? I've been having so much luck with the Haddonite. With the Haddonite. But, yeah. So we'll see what Magda is like before we server hop. 1240, there's 2 gems. You know what I should do is I should set up a macro that just scans every 3 seconds. Just gonna quickly do a couple of maneuvers whilst we keep scanning. Ah, yeah, that's Acorn in his carrack. Sneaky, sneaky. Alright, I'm satisfied. Let's quickly jump back into voice attack. Actually, before we do that and plummet to the ground and blow up again, let's just get a little closer to the ground. Deploy landing gear.
Yes, Commander. Landing gear is being deployed.
Alright, let's just get on the ground for a second. And let's go into voice attack. We'll set up a new command. Scan for gems. Key press. Oh, God. How can I do that? Here I am talking about how great voice attack is, but the button is bound to my joystick. Cancel. Can we record that key press? Start recording. No, it doesn't recognize it. Never mind, I will figure this out later. Yeah, because that'd be cool to have, you know, voice attack being able to just ping constantly. But because I've got it bound to a button on my joystick, it's not immediately clear in voice attack how I can activate that button. Because it's not on the normal keyboard, it's a custom button, right? On the joystick. 1700. Okay, I should have stopped and had a look at what those other gem nodes were, because the first one we found was just olivine. 1700. A couple of opportunities here. What's this one? 17. What's this one? 17. So we don't need to be super accurate with this scanning. 17. This one popped up a little bit early. What's that? 17 also. I've never really found a need to have to come out of 90 degrees to scan stuff, which is nice because then we can just set it at 90 and forget about it. And if I can figure out a way to make, look at this cluster, 3720. We'll narrow this down and scan these things. Scan of the rocks, please. Six nodes. Scanning doesn't do anything as usual. Okay, fine. I'd like to know what makes the scanning inconsistent. Well, actually, I guess we could check it in the EPTU, right? Because they've said that they've fixed that. That looks like Dolavine. Is that blue? Yeah, that's definitely blue, right? It's got to be blue. $5,100, that's 3 rocks. 1,700, that's a single rock. $1,240, that's 2. Okay, let's see what they are. Where are you, gems? Place shot on me. Okay, over here. Let me scan them. So we're at 2 degrees here with our scanning angle. So we should be getting the maximum amount of information from these rocks as we can. And you can see on the bar, I was going to point at the screen, but you can't see me pointing at the screen, right? This little white bar here is at 82%, our signal strength. And I should now just be able to hold down my scan button, which in my case is my right trigger. But on most people's setups, if you're on keyboard mouse, be your left mouse button. And I get nothing. See, we get a little closer, the signal strength gets a little bit stronger. Let's see if we need to get to 100, right? That's Dolavine as well. I still can't scan and I'm 15 meters away from them. But I'm pretty sure that's Dolavine. It looks blue to me. It's quicker to just zoom in. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it'd be nice to see that scanning be a little bit more responsive in terms of retrieving data. Again, that could totally be a server issue thing. But we're not getting much. 1,700, that's a single rock. $1,700, that's a single rock. I think I'm flying unnecessarily close to the ground, but it's kind of fun and enjoyable. There's not much out here on Magda. I had good times out here in 317. That's another single rock. Anyone see that box pop up? It can't be the rock because the rock's already popped. Maybe it is the rock. Why did we get 2 markers for it? Interessant. Okay. Let's hop into these mountains up here where we can die easier. 1,700. What's that? 1700. 1700. There's two markers over here, but they're too close together to be gems. 1240. No, it's two gems. Let's go have a look. Can never tell. Zoom in. It's Dolovine, right? Looks like Dolovine to me. Zoom out. Zoom out. Thank you. No Haddonites so far. 6,200. This is a big cluster. Is it 6,200? Yeah. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10. What are they? Zoom in. Zoom in. It's Dolovine, right? That looks blue to me. Zoom out. I can't even scan this massive cluster. But I'm pretty sure that's Dolovine. It looks like Dolovine to me. Looks green. Alright, let's land and check. Because I am colorblind, so. It's a terrible place to go rock mining. Deploy landing gear?
Landing gear being deployed for touchdown.
No, it's not. It was already deployed. Open doors. Looks green, hey? So green is the Quagglebacla. What's it called? Aphorite? Helmet on? Good. Oof. It's windy out here. I guess if we had a little hand mining tool, we could go up to them and scan them, hey? It's green Dolovine. I thought Dolovine was blue. How do I not know this? Are they up there? See, even when we scan, we can't pick up the gems. Previously, you know, you could scan when you were in the rock and it'd pick up the nodes that you'd discovered already. That's not them there, right? That away before we snap it off. Pretty sure they were on a... Is that them up there? I think that's them up there. No, it's not. That is a little frustrating, isn't it? I think Acorn is pointing at them over here. Let's go have a look. Thank you so much, sir. Yeah, Dolovine. It looks green. Oh, I swear that's... Oh, hang on. Now that I'm down here, it does look green. Let's go have a proper look. See, this is why I wish this... Yeah, see? Oh, God. Dolovine is green? Okay. Why do these look blue when I'm in the ship? Maybe because it's got these specks of blue on the rock. Okay. Let's see if we can bust some of these and see what happens. What's the server FPS? Oh, it's up to 6. Like how you get excited about a 6 server FPS. Alright, we'll see how quickly one of these rocks bursts open. Mining arm is not responding. It's also tricky in like bad places like this, especially when the rock starts jumping around a lot. Blinds me! It blinds me, I cannot see! Okay, so the server's a little bit more responsive than it was just before. We're still at 6 FPS. Now we can do our dance. It's so just fiddly. You've got to pulse it and then bring it back. Pulse it, bring it back. Why'd the laser turn off? Oh yeah, because we blew up this rock. Maybe your greens look blue. Maybe. Well, it looks green when I'm this close to it. But when I'm in the ship, it looks blue to me. I was going to say the Hadanite also looks blue to me. I'm just going to chill here for a couple of seconds and see what happens with this rock, but that server performance is pretty rubbish. Okay, so they're going. They're going. Right. Let's grab this cluster. Oh my god! Can we line up on all 3 of these? Look at the rock bouncing. Chit, 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 chit. Slowly sliding down the hill. Oh, I think I saw something on Supermac Brothers' most recent video where he was talking about the tire physics for ground vehicles being, improved and optimized for 319, which would be super fun. There was blue in it as well. They said something about mixed rocks for hand minables. Yeah, that'd be cool. I'd like to see something for the ROC DS. I'd like to see a variant of these ROCs between this, that this ROC can mine, and then the larger ROCs that the Cragglebackler, the Prospector can mine. To give the DS some purpose, right? Because it doesn't seem to have any purpose. What's its purpose? It's a bigger vehicle than this, so it needed a larger vessel. And, God, the server is just been a little bit too much. And Dollarvine drops very quickly. You've got to treat it nicely. You've got to get on the drop early. Otherwise, as soon as it drops out of the optimal zone, it can be really hard to get it back. So we want... It just suddenly became very, very dark. Or maybe it has been dark for a while and it was light before because Acorn had the lights on the Caracon. Full power! Full power! Just have the DS arm controlled by driver would be useful for extreme hot cold moons. Yeah, it definitely needs some. It needs another pass. I don't know anyone who uses the DS. Is the mining arm in it controlled by the passenger? Is it? Still bouncing around a little bit. Let's start cracking this next rock while we wait for this other one to figure out whether it wants to distribute some gems or not. Drop it. Just 13% is keeping it in there. The Dollarvine just needs very, very little, but you've got it needs to be massaged. Yes, miner sits on arm unprotected. Driver in climate control with oxygen. There would be some mad nutters who would just want to be out there. Sorry about that, I was muting my Discord mic. When I was on early this evening, when I was preparing everything for the stream, of which none of them have worked out, I did see a bunch of people in chat saying that, you know, it's taking up to 5 minutes sometimes to scoop gems up. It's because of all the Europeans. Let's turn that server stuff off. What? Yeah, so the miner sits in an unprotected arm. Yeah, it comes out, doesn't it? Deploys. And they hang out on the side, right? Like a sidecar. Rock mining works better in 3.18.2. Well, we did started a very... That's a mining head. Did a very, very brief session I don't have on this account access to the PTU. Oh, actually you should, right? Everyone has access to it. And this is what I was saying at the beginning of the stream, that, you know, is there any point to continuing to play the PU until we hear from CIG about this issue with the, you know, the wipe that people are, you know, talking about, the speculation of another full wipe for 3.18.1. So should I keep playing PU and grinding, you know, money and rep and stuff? Or should we say, no, until I hear from CIG, I'm going to play the EPTU? I think if the server was running better, this would be much better than Aerial. The ground on Aerial is really, it's like really coarse sandpaper, right? In comparison to how smooth Magda is. Yes, there's lots of little rocks and pebbles and stuff around, but... because I'd rather not have to go to the EPTU. I just want to keep grinding that rep and keep making some progress and, you know, working towards maxing my rep. Or should I just play the EPTU for the smoother, better experience, like Skeet says? Rock money works better in 3.18.2. It was, wasn't it? It was over 10 FPS the whole time Star was streaming it yesterday. That's true. And we got wrecked on those Orison platforms. And there was over 100 people on the server. So, you know, you can't really say that, you know, the FPS was better because there wasn't, you know, people aren't playing the EPTU. There was over 100 people on that server. And it was way better. And that was a European server that I joined. So for me, you know, when I join a European server, my ping bounces between sort of around 300 to 400. So for me, the ping was quite high, but it was really, really responsive, which is great to see. I guess, you know, we'll see how 3.18.1 goes on their internal load testing, and when they move 3.18.2 to their internal load testing, and they get a better idea of what the patch will perform like at scale. 105 at one point. That's amazing. I think I was on a server the other day. There was 136 people online, and you know, I'm supposed to be capped at 100, right? But there was 136, and that was the PU. So clearly the 100 player limit, either they're playing with it or there is, you know, a higher limit. Or maybe they enable a higher limit when they're, you know, trying to really stress the servers to collect data and stuff like that. So outside of my inability to remember which gems are which colors or identify them from the ship, in terms of value, we have Hadanite, Dolivine, and Aphorite, correct? I think they're trying to see what breaks it, yeah. Oh god! It's really precarious up here. What's happened to the music? Speech volume. Now turn the game down inside the game itself a little bit, just get rid of some of those effects. It could just be because the song was restarting. Why does that audio have to be napped with every single stream? Blue on black dash is gone too. What do you mean the blue on black dash is gone? Oh, the blue on black dashboard. Has it? When did that happen? Because when we were in there yesterday, when Star was doing his testing, it was still the blue on black. Why are we not getting any power into this rock? The server is not 30K'ing. I am hitting the rock. But it's not charging. Let's try one of these other ones. Let's turn that off. We'll let it scan. Has there been an update to the EPTU? Mining mode. We have a yellow beam. Beams. Maybe I'm wrong. Well, I just remember when Star jumped on at the beginning of the stream after the prison stuff. We still had the blue on black dashboard, or the blue on black MFDs. I think we're just gonna sit here for a couple of seconds and see what happens. The server is not 30K'ing. The B-win is very low. Maybe there's just a big delay of a 29 ping, but we're not getting power into this rock. It's a little bit disappointing. But don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you're new here. Hi, as we enjoy some quality Star Citizen experiences. If you want to be kept in the loop about when the next stream is coming up, or otherwise you could just remember us streaming. I'm getting back into my schedule. Mondays, Wednesdays and Saturdays at 9 PM. UTC plus 10. We have a not by hour. Not by hour. Let's try a few workarounds. Because we busted those first 3 rocks. These are still actual rocks. But okay, we got out, and we'll just try again before we let it scan. Or maybe it's already remembered the scan. Let's go! Full power! Here we go. Ye old good getting out of the rock and getting back in it trick. It's actually responding a little bit better. Must concentrate extra hard. Yes! I think that's the first rock of the evening where I haven't put a little bit of overcharge. It's still blue. Maybe I was dreaming. Well, you know, that's what we're doing at the moment, isn't it? Trying to hold on to all those wonderful ideas of everything the game is going to be and will hopefully become. 94.92% Dolovine. This one's going to be a tricky little fellow. Let's go. Full power! Jesus. Wait for it. Third time. Up it goes. Kill power. Oh no, we killed it too early. Oh, now the server's gone back to laggy. We can manage. Collect us this sweet, sweet Tolabine. Still no hadn't on Magda. When we were streaming last year, or when I, was jumping on Star Streams streams and doing some scouting and stuff for him, I was finding Hadonite here on Magda. Guy Jin has joined us here in the chat. Hello, how are you? Thank you so much for joining us here at Crouch After Dark. My name is Crouch. I appreciate you taking some time out of your evening to come and join us as we naff about here in the PU and do a little bit of rock mining and see how things go. I've had a mixed experience on this server. Things have been a little bit janky. Let's start Citizen. Alright. We might need to. We'll give it a couple more seconds. Oh boy. It would be nice if you could go into third-person view and, be able to look around without the mining arm being affected. Maybe you can, and I just don't know how to do it. It is a name I have not seen before, so thank you for tuning in. I stream 3 days a week, or I'm getting back into streaming 3 days a week. I used to last year. When I was all mad keen for Star Citizen. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. No, this is not working. Oh, no, that's a different button. Don't do that one. Why does my mouse have so many buttons on it? How do I turn this off? Click the mouse button. Put the mining head away. Let's get it back out again. It's not responding. Let's put it away. We'll get it back out again. Here we go. We'll try one more time. No, it's not going to fire at all. All right, let's put that away. Shut everything down. And we'll fire it back up again. Extraction mode. Well, I should. Oh boy! I was gonna say I shouldn't celebrate too early, but I think it was the perfectly timed celebration that made the extraction work. Isn't Gaijin Japanese for outsider? Atreyu?
Yes, Commander?
What does Gaijin mean? Atreyu?
Yes, Commander?
What does Gaijin mean? Tell me a joke.
This one I learned from Jason Brucer. Old age is statistically good for you. Very few people die past the age of 100.
I say it every stream. And I'm gonna say it again now. We're gonna teach Atreyu some more jokes. My arms are killing me. Why aren't you using a sprayer? Shh, 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 shh. Especially for that waterproof paint. I've got that paint on the walls in some of the wet areas in my workshop, and it's such a massive pain in the butt to peel off. And oh my god, let's clean up some of this rubbish. You like the parasite one? It was a good one. Tell me another joke. Atreyu.
Standing by to assist you, Commander.
Tell me another one.
Of course, Commander. How about this one? How do you follow Will Smith in the snow, sir? You follow the Fresh Prince.
I forgot to put that laugh in there. That's more funnier than the joke. It's slang for foreigner. Oh, gaijin. Yeah. Full power! Engage! Are we really having to fight for every gem here, aren't we? Okay, I see what's happening. Turn it off. Turn that off. Put that away. Get it back out. Wriggle it around. Enable mining mode. Wait for this to do some sort of scan. Let's go. Full power! Oh, look at that. Game works flawlessly. Wait for it to bounce one more time. It'll bounce one more time. Kill power! Oh, we cooked it a bit. We cooked it a bit. Now the dance begins. Wax on, wax off. More power! More power! Oh, when it drops out of that optimal zone, it gets sticky, tricky to control. It gets sticky to control. There we go. We'll let that bust in its merry old time. Oh God, maybe these gems are all going to fall down the mountain. Let's get these ones. More power! I have the power! God, my neighbors are going to think I'm crazy. Okay, we turn that off, put the arm away. Get it back out. Fire it up. Wiggle it around a little bit. Sometimes you just got to get it out and wiggle it around a little bit. Is rock mining profitable? Yeah. You know, it's as profitable as anything else. Is it the fastest way to make money? Probably not. But it's certainly profitable. I'd say it's more high risk income because, you know, let's say for example we're doing bunkers, right? When you run in and you kill everyone in the bunker and you get paid. As soon as you kill the last guy, you get paid for the bunker. Whereas rock mining, you know, we're out here dealing with this sort of jankiness for hours, right? And at any point during that time, the server could crash or 30k and we may or may not be protected. And there we lose all of that work that we've put in. But is it profitable? Yeah, I'm not having to spend anything to do this, unlike, you know, hauling cargo where you're investing actual credits into your commodities and then hauling it to another place. There's a risk that something might happen, right? Okay, let's turn this off. Put the mining head away. Here we get it back out and shake it around for a little bit. So it's profitable, but it's also high risk, both from the perspective of the amount of time that we're investing up front before we get paid, and, you know, we're susceptible to piracy and all that sort of stuff. Server seems to be alright. Let's turn that off for a little bit. So it's profitable. I'm a new player and just grind bunkers. I love the bunkers. A bit of pew pew, pew pew. It's profitable, and I do like how the different sorts of activities in the game have a different sort of experience. Rock mining is super chill. It's part of the reasons why I really enjoy Starstream's channel. Not only because he's, you know, extremely entertaining, but because, you know, it's super chill. Whereas, you know, grinding bunkers can become... I could grind bunkers all day. I don't really have an issue with the repetitiveness. And the fact that, you know, there's different types of bunkers now. If you consider the ROC platforms as a type of bunker, if you consider, you know, the REC sites, if we go into the contract manager, and we have a look at these mercenary missions here. I don't have, oh yeah, here we go. These evict illegal occupants. These are crash sites, right? Site has been used. Oh, this one is at HDSF Eldbridge. Oh god, why don't we have call to arms? Let's grab that, just in case we need to laser beam someone to death. The REC site on Ariel. If we go to the personal tab and we have a look at some of the execution warrants, you know, these are legally sanctioned or legally authorized execution missions, assassination missions. If you consider that a type of bunker, you know, I'm really considering anything that's FPS related a type of bunker. We've got good variety there, so I could grind them all day. But, you know, it does, you know, running, pew 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 pew, running, pew pew. Ah, shit, fell over. Ah, crap, shot a guard. You know, it's high paced and high energy, and, you know, sometimes you really want that, and it's great fun. Like the stream on Saturday was super fun. Bunkers and bounties, you know, ship based and, you know, FPS based. Pew 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 pew. It was cool fun. Sometimes you just need to, you want to have a little bit more of a chilled experience, and, you know, rock mining provides that without the upfront investment that you get when you're hauling cargo around, which is also a super chill activity because you're essentially just flying into one place, buying a bunch of stuff, and then flying back out. But you've invested money up front, and you carry that risk with you through hill power, through that whole mission until you get to the commodities terminal and manage to sell. Whereas here we don't have that upfront investment. We get paid at the end, but we still carry the same risk in terms of server crashes, 30Ks, piracy, all that sort of stuff. We just haven't invested the money up front. All we're really doing is investing time. And I guess it depends on how much you value that time, because everything in Star Citizen takes ages, and there's, you know, risks from the game itself just crashing and being annoying. And you lose that time, right? So, yeah. And then you do the hokey pokey and you turn around. That's what it's all about. Let's go. Boom! Let's turn around. Now you watch. This is a custom signature, you know, hacks from After Dark, and, you know, you can tell all your friends about it. Is that when the rock doesn't start extracting stuff, if you do that little hokey pokey move, it's guaranteed to work. Watch. Go. You know, I think I probably turned around the wrong way. You know, it doesn't always work. But see, it works. Tell all your friends about it. They're gems, so you just sell them, I think. Yeah, we just collect them, and then we go cash them in. And I guess, you know, it depends on how risk averse you are. or you know, what type of risk taker you are, and how long you decide to spend out here collecting gems. Depends on what gems you want to collect. Do you just want to go after the high value Hadanite? And you know, when you've collected, like, what have we got? We've got 23 SC or micro SCU. All those gems went down the hill. I knew that would happen because they're on a hill, and that's gravity. These ones are all going to fly down the hill. Let's get this one. I don't think I'm going to worry about that one there. I always like to position my nodes behind the right A pillar so that we can fire up to full power without being blinded. Oh, she's gone strong. Kill it! Oh, God! We're cooking rocks tonight, aren't we? It works every time, 50% of the time. Yeah, exactly. It's guaranteed to work most of the time. So we just collect these and then hold them back to a mining facility, and we can trade them at any facility that has a kiosk, either at a mining outpost or at a TDD or, you know, space station, where you can, in the admin sections where you can sell commodities or buy and sell commodities. What is the audio levels like at your end? Because things are a little bit different for me than they are on your end. Oh, let's just do this one too. There's no point, you know, leaving this poor one by itself. It's probably already depressed that its brethren have been destroyed. We might as well give this one the same treatment. It's like that crystal from Stargate, right? When they go to that planet where Jack gets attacked by the crystal and he comes back as a clone. We have a staff weapon on the front of our golf cart. Full power. It's all good? Okay, good. Because in my headphones, the music sounds very quiet and the sounds of the lasers and stuff are really loud. Kill it! Oh. Smooth. No, it's too bouncy. We're tap dancing here. This is no longer a ballet. Uh-oh, it's getting crazy. Calm down, Viv. Yeah. Professional. That's the second rock I haven't cooked tonight. 50% of the time. All of these are going to go flying down the hill. Bye, rocks. Let's get these little ones here. So yeah, gem mining can be profitable. The rock's super cheap to buy in game. I think it's only 174 grand from a new deal over at Lawville. And as long as you've got a ship to carry it, then it's pretty easy work. Hey, ooh, can we get him? No. Wait a minute. Let's do our little hokey pokey dance. Oh no, I went the same way as I did last time. It's not gonna work. Damn it. Oh no. Oh no. Oh shit. Oh my god, we're inside the rocks. It's supposed to work like that. I swear. Oh, dear me. Get back up there. And now you watch. We did a hokey pokey and a half. Oh god, which button do I get back in there? Oh yeah, that's right. Never mind. See? Hokey pokey. Tell your friends. Write a letter to your Prime Minister or to the President and let them know the good news. Rock mining is fixed. Most of it's fixed. Oh, God. Let's do it. It's almost time for a coffee and another Tim Tam Slam. What stream snacks does everyone have? I hope you were prepared with your stream snacks, because that's, you know, that's what we do here at After Dark. My stream snacks are just finishing off the rest of the Tim Tams before my daughter eats them in the morning. I has all the chocolate myself. You can rent a Cuddy Black and Rock for about 40k. Yeah, it's for 24 hours, right? It's 24 actual hours, not 24 in-game hours, right? What is the in-game time right now? Universe time. It is 10:38. Obviously in the evening. On Tuesday, July 11th, if you really must know, in the year of 2969. Just close that. Year of the Gems! 2953. Excuse me, I think you shall find, Mr. Randier, that it says, and I shall direct your attention to the upper right-hand side of the screen here, 26... Oh, hang on, what does that say? 2969. Maybe they haven't enabled daylight savings, which puts it back a couple of years. Because, you know, time travels just... It could be 2953. Oh, it's all the way down there. No wonder we can't get them. All right, we're done here. Return to base. Huzzah! Oh, God. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Shit. Oh, God. It's unnecessary behavior, Viv. Turn off all power. Allow us to exit the vehicle. Yeah, it's 2953, right? How are we all feeling? Oh my God! How did that just injure me? How are we all feeling about Invictus Week coming up in May? Do you think the game's going to be in a position where it's going to be stable enough? Do you think we'll have 3.18.2 by then? Are you going to buy anything in the pledge store? Oh, fancy. Ah. I love this Nomad. Maybe I'll buy another Nomad. I would like to get a Vulture. I'm really seriously considering trading both of my Origin, the 300i and the 315p, and melting both of those and picking up the Vulture. Lights. Alright, it's gotten a little bit dark here. Atreyu, do you have a display info voice command? I don't, but we can set one up. I've just got it on my Quagglebackler, what's called a Stream Deck. Just a text macro. But we could totally teach Atreyu to do that. Depends on the sales. I have Atreyu. Atreyu?
Standing by to assist you, Commander.
Take off and climb. Oh my god, what is he doing? You are the world's stupidest AI. And honestly, I'm getting fed up. $18.60. There's 3 more gems over here, but it's way too dark. Let's get out of here. Cruise control. Atreyu.
I am listening, Commander. How
Cruise
can I help?
control. Maximum speed. Depends on the sales. I have a redeemer to Hull C CCU. Looking for a... Oh my god. What does any of that mean? Looking for a war bond chain. Nah, man. You might as well be putting cheese on your peanut butter. I don't understand what that means. I haven't found, and admittedly I haven't really gone looking, so I can't really carry on about this. I don't know what CCU is or what it means. There's just so many confusing things about Star Citizen and buying ships. I don't know what a war bond chain is. I've seen on the website you can buy ships as standalone or a war bond version. I don't know what that means. There's something to do with store credits. No one knows how this insurance thing works. It's so... Well, it's confusing because I don't understand it, right? I suppose once you understand it, you sort of understand it. Because you understand it. Might trade my C2. Don't use it enough now. Yeah, there's... I'm really looking for ships that are practical and have use. And the Vulture... Why, we're just randomly flying out to space here? Let's find some. Activate the quantum drive. Atreyu,
Yes, Commander.
activate the quantum drive.
Certainly, Commander. QD activated.
Why are you being so annoying tonight? Take off and climb. Looks like it turns engine on off. Yeah, this comes back to what we were talking about before. That, you know, the voice attack isn't intelligent. It doesn't know the ship's state. Whereas the official voice packs that you can get from HVC or whatever they're called, you know, they have some sort of interaction or what's it called? Integration with the ship's state from Star Citizen. So it knows that if my lights are already on and I tell it to turn the lights on, it can tell me the lights are already on. And so my macros here, that, you know, take off and climb macro, it kind of relies on the ship being in a certain state for that command to actually work. And, you know, for example, if, you know, what part of that command is after he takes off, he turns the lights off. So if the lights are already off when I start that command, he just presses the buttons for lights, right? L, and it turns them on instead of off. CCU is a cross-chassis upgrade. Warbond equals discount if you're using fresh money and not using store credit. Warbond, okay. Discount. Okay, so you get a discount if you're putting new money in and not using store credit. So where do you get store credit from? Warbond sales are cheaper. Oh my god. Atreyu. Engage.
Hold fast, sir. Engaging quantum drive.
Warbond sales are cheaper. If you chain some cross-chassis upgrades together, it stacks the discounts. So what do you mean by chaining cross-chassis upgrades? So for example, I've got the 300i and the 315p. So I can CCU both of those into store credit, and that's what you're calling is a chain. I CCU the 300i and the 315p, and then I use the store credit from both of those ships to buy a new ship. And you can't buy the cheaper versions of the ships, the war bonds, with that store credit. You can only buy the war bonds with fresh money, but you can use the store credit on the non-war bond version. The C8R is great. Yeah, I love it. I absolutely love the Pisces. It's, you know, it's my daily driver. Cruise control. Yeah, I fly. I that's predominantly what I fly most of the time. I cashed in my ROC. Oh, so here we go. I guess I did do this at one stage. I CCU'd my ROC into a medical Pisces. Oh my god, why are we going so fast? It's unnecessary. Alright, let's go. So ping angle at 90 when we're in scanning mode, just like we used to. We just keep pinging. $1,700. Oh, there's something here. 1860. There's 3 gems here. Deploy the landing gear.
Deploying landing gear. Please stand by.
Okay. We're on the ground. Open the doors. Melting ships gives you stored credit. Okay, yeah. The state should be held on the client, and since the voice attacks folk work with CIG, they know how to access it. Yeah, okay. So people want to chain together Warbond CCU upgrades to get multiple discounts. People want to chain together Warbond CCU upgrades. I don't understand it. Cutter to Corsair to say a Connie. Cutter to Corsair to say a Connie. If they are all Warbond SCUs, you get 3 discounts. If they are all Warbond CCU, I say Warbonds is new money. So if you've bought all 3 of those ships, Cutter to Corsair to say a Connie. If they are all Warbond CCUs, Warbonds are the cheaper ones that you're buying with fresh money, and then you're melting them, you get 3 discounts, okay? Because you're getting a discount on each ship because you're buying each ship slightly cheaper because it's new money. If you keep going, you can save $10 each time you put on another Warbond CCU. Okay, I think I'm getting it. So what is the difference between... It's so fucking confusing. For example, you buy a C8R Warbond for a $10 discount. Upgrade it to a Cutlass Warbond, Cutlass Black for store credit. So you save $20 so far on a Cuddy. Okay. You're buying an upgrade token, which is specifically between 2 ships. There's an upgrade tab on the pledge store. So I think that's what I did. I upgraded my ROC to a medical Pisces. It's hurting my brain, honestly. Turn our engines off, otherwise our ship's going to float away. Get out of our seat. Why are there so many views? That's the cockpit. This is the back door. Let's go. If you buy a CCU, it will say Cutlass Black to Constellation CCU. How do you... Oh. I don't know. Where do you buy the CCUs from? Or is that not something you buy? Oh, yeah, I reckon we can get the ROC back up that. Let's try it. And it costs the difference in value. If you buy a CCU, it will say Cutlass Black to Constellation CCU. Okay, right. It's a Warbond CCU. It costs the difference in value minus a small discount. You can buy them from your hangar. Right. I bought the Cutter, says Randir, during IAE for a discount with the lifetime insurance. I bought the Corsair upgrade for a discount. The upgrade costs the difference between the ships, not full price of the Corsair. Okay, I think it's That's not coming in at all. Shit. How do we start the ship? R for ready. Oh god, yeah, we're not getting back up there. We're gonna have to move this ship. Yeah, that's, oh god damn it. Alright. Is that them there? I think that's them there. What is it? Dolavine. Okay, so we still haven't found any Hadanite on Magda. I think we'll grab these 3 and then go cash in on mining mode. We'll let the ROC scan. No Hadanite at all on Magda so far. All power? Yeah, that server lag is back. More power, more power, more power, less power, more power. Okay. Basically, you know those people on those TV shows who use 50 coupons when they shop for groceries and the store ends up somehow owing them money? That's what CCU chaining is. I got it. That's why, you know, you see people doing all these sorts of, you know, like executing the guys from Info Runners and stuff, doing these, you know, ship reviews, fleet reviews and stuff, and you know, how to maximize your investment in the game, I suppose. It's a whole mini game outside of the main game, but kind of within it. It's a ship game. It's a ship buying game. I never knew I needed that in my life. Full power is too much power. Ah, god damn it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Turn the laser off, you idiot. Let's peek back over. Oh yeah, that thing's gonna... Oh, it's cooling down. We saved it because I'm so good at this. Let's just hoover up these ones while we're waiting. Yes! We didn't even need to hokey pokey. Oh god, we're falling down the hill. Those tasty, tasty gems. I almost reached for a Tim Tam them, but I must remember that we are saving those for our Tim Tam slams in just a minute. I think we'll gobble up these rocks. We'll fly back to one of the mining outposts. We'll cash in what we've got here for 100 credits, and then we'll have a short break. I'll make another coffee, and I think we'll go over to somewhere in Europe, because Australia right now is just being a troublesome bitch. It's bouncing around the 4 FPS mark. And the B-Win's not too bad. Let's put this away. And I need a new screenshot. Let's turn that off. Print screen. Let's hold this button down. We'll move the camera down this way. Let's get that beam on. Let's see, can we position it? Look at that. Look at that. We're rock mining like professionals. Oh my god. I wish this didn't happen. Print screen. We need to move this. We can't move the camera down any lower. That's all good. At IAE last year, they worked out how to buy a hammerhead for over $200 cheaper than it was being sold for. Yeah, I've never been able to follow along on, you know, the discussions on these channels. You know, bought this, and you know, it is a mini game. Have you tried the Asia Hong Kong servers? I've found the EU chat to be almost as bad as US chat. Well, that's why you don't have chat open. That's a patented technique, by the way. So if you want to use that, you need to send me 20,000 credits. You know, closing the chat. I patented it last week. Oh, I owe Meta 20 grand, don't I? Forgot about that. I have been on the Asia servers, but no, it's got something to do with the region here. The Asia servers and the Australian servers over the last 5 days or so have been absolutely balked. You know, ASOP terminals not working, just, you know, chat's always toxic. There was some crap going on in chat. You know, on the in-game chat. Here at After Dark, you guys are legends. Yeah, so I've only had luck on the EU. For me, everything else, US, Australia, Asia, no luck. But Europe, for some reason, maybe because the game knows that I need to have a holiday there. Oh god, they're all going down the hill. That's all right. We can chase them. 100% a ship buying minigame. People are convinced they are saving money by doing it, but they're always forking over more cash. Yeah. You know, Star Citizen, man. CIG. Was listening to either the Astro Pub or Space Tomato the other day, and they were talking about that. Or it could have been even Info Runners. I don't know. It was somebody else on YouTube. And they were talking about how the marketing department at CIG is probably one of the best marketing departments in the world, and how they manage to just keep convincing us to buy more ships. And even I keep talking about it, and you know, I traded in my ROC for the Vulture, and I paid it, not the Vulture, the medical Pisces, and I think I had to pay an extra $30 or $35 or something US. Yeah, Aussie servers have a reputation for being better, so more people have been going there. Yeah, exactly. Because, you know, we're all super chill and super, you know, nice people. You know, we understand that not everyone wants to be called cunt all the time. And so we call people cunt all the time, and everyone's chill about it. But yes, whilst it's still offensive, you know, I think it's less so for us because it's part of our vernacular. All right, let's put that away. We'll get it out and shake it about. Guaranteed to work every time. You just watch. I'm a fucking hero. The sad thing about CCU is that if you melt a ship worth 500 and you've only put 300 into it, you'll get 300 back. So you can basically never melt those ships if you get tired of them. Yeah, right. Yeah, gotcha. It's kind of like a one-time deal, right? They can only ever upgrade them unless they're okay with losing value. Yeah. We need to tell Starstreams, I'll mention it in his chat next time he's live, that he needs to get Chris on the phone again and tell him to fix this issue where when I go to third person mode, the laser just decides to do whatever the fuck it wants. They can only ever upgrade from them unless they are okay with losing value. Yeah, yeah. Okay. I'm really excited about the beacons, that little transport beacon that just propped up just then. And seeing those really expanding. What I'd love to see is cargo beacons. So say for example, you know, once we get more physicalized inventory and stuff, I've got stuff at area 18. I can use my Mobi glass to access my inventory at area 18. Let's say I've got stuff at area 18, but I'm over in Orison, and there's stuff there that I want, and because it's physicalized, I'd have to go there to get it. Kind of just like at the moment, you know, inventory is, you know, location specific, but in my Mobi glass, access my inventory and have, you know, this item, you know, boxed up, and a contract for someone to deliver that box just like we do now, and they just go pick up a box, it just looks like a normal box, and go put it in a vending machine at Orison, and all of a sudden it's there in my inventory at Orison. You know, that sort of stuff would be cool. I'm really excited to see where they take the beacons as the game continues to, you know, evolve and progress and iterate and change. Can you tap Z once, then press F4 and see what happens? No, because I've naffed with all my keybinds. So if I press Z and F4, F4 doesn't do anything anymore because I've made both of them the Z button. So when I'm on foot, I can spin my camera around and zoom in and out. And to do that, both of the Z and F4 options need to be the same. And because the Z key is easier for me to access with my finger, the F4 key no longer does anything. And the F4 key, oh, actually, I've changed it to my mouse button. So if we hit that and we go F4, this is the equivalent of the F4. That's all it does. This F4 changes your views, right? You got 3 different views, sometimes 4 if you're in a ship, or sometimes 5 if you're dead. This one, you know, moves me around. F4, F4, F4. And if I press Z and hold F4, as soon as, yeah, I don't know, it just doesn't work. It could be my key bindings or something like that. Oh, free look, then third person, yeah. I'm gonna get these last couple of gems because we need them to feel complete inside. Oh, get in my belly. Oh god, that works. Okay, you've heard it here at After Dark first. So when you, oh my god, check it out, it works every time, 50% of the time. Get in my belly. Nay, I said get in my belly. We are breaking boundaries here. This is real facts, man. Oh my god, hang on. Oh no. Fuck. The keyboard has naffed itself again. Okay, hang on. Okay, so right now if I hit my escape key, if I hit the enter key, it does, the screen flickers. You can see it flickering, doing something weird. Let's put this, if I press M, it brings up the equivalent of the F key, the interact. If I hit escape, it alt tabs me to YouTube. Control Alt and Control Shift. Okay, let's do hang on, wait. What? Control and Alt. Control Alt. Nope, that didn't work. And Control Shift. Control Shift. Nope. Return to game. Control Alt, Control Shift. Nope. One changes language and one changes layout. I would try it tabbed out. Let's get out of here. And we go Control Shift. Nope. And Control Alt. Nope. Okay, bear with me for a minute. Oh, and I can't type in the keyboard because nothing works now. How does this happen? And this is unusual because this is the first time I've seen the keyboard completely stop responding. Like I'm in another tab now on my browser, and I can't even type anything in. None of my keys work. How old is the keyboard? I don't know. It's old, man. It's a, you know, had it for ages. What is it? It's a Logitech G510 or something like that. Yeah. But it happens on, it's not the keyboard because I just plug in a different keyboard, just a basic Dell keyboard, and the same problem happens. And it just happens randomly. Unplug and plug in. Yeah, we tried that when we had the issue with the first, you know, start of the stream. It's got something to do with it's got something to do with Windows in my computer. I don't know what it is. Oh, and it's Stream Elements isn't working on this scene here. I have got it to work before. So if everyone's happy just to experiment and chill while we try and figure this out. And instead of randomly smashing my keyboard, like I normally do, let's go back. Too many USBs. Got a fair few things plugged into this computer. But it hasn't always been like this. This is just a recent thing. And what have I plugged into the computer recently? God, you know, things are constantly being plugged in and unplugged, and try plugging it into a different USB port. Okay, let's experiment. Thank you so much, chat, for helping me with my problem. If we can get it sorted out, that'd be amazing. Let's stand ourselves up. That didn't work. Let's plug this in. So whilst we do this, how are people feeling about this potential wipe situation? Are you concerned? Are you angry? Do you think if they do a full wipe, is it justified given all the exploits and stuff? Alright, so we'll plug in a new keyboard and then we'll try those one changes. Do we know which one does which? The changing of the languages or changing of the layout? I've ran into some weird stuff right after I got my VKBs. Had to minimize. Well, you know, these have been plugged in for a while, and the computer was restarted this afternoon just before getting on. All right. Yeah, so that's my M key still bringing up the interact. And if we go Control Shift. I had to minimize on USB stuff plugged in. Yeah, I've moved like my key lights and all that sort of stuff, which were plugged into an external USB bus that was plugged into the computer. They're now running on a different power. They're not even connected to the computer. They don't need to be. So that Control Shift doesn't do anything. Control Alt. The only way that I know how to solve this is to restart the computer. It's so weird because sometimes it happens and sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes, you know, I did the 8-hour stream last Saturday and I didn't have a single problem. And yet today it's happened twice. And I don't think it's me doing anything silly. It is no doubt 100% me doing something silly. I don't think I've pressed something weird. Let's go Control Shift mouse click. Oh, mouse click. Oh, this keyboard feels completely different. Okay, so the keys work for driving around. But I can't. Let's get out. Maybe install the Logitech drivers. Yeah, I just updated them just before actually so I could get this, you know, the VoIP working. But, yeah, it doesn't seem that we're having much luck here. Yeah, I updated the drivers so we could get the face over IP working. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, so my... I think what I might do is I can still walk around fine with the WASD keys. Spacebar to jump works. Shift works to run. Enter key does something weird though. I think we might just quickly close. Can I get back in the ship? Return to game. Let's get back in the ROC. And we'll see if we can bed log. I'll quickly turn the game off and restart it. Maybe it's got something to do with the game. Just drop back in. How goes the rock mining? Look, we're having some keyboard issues, some technical difficulties at the moment. My keyboard's doing all sorts of weird naffiness. But I haven't found any Hadonite here on Magda. None. Oh, yes, and we need to do something. Nah, we'll just brute force our way into the back of this. So the mining hasn't been too bad. The server's been a little bit janky. The server's been a little bit janky. Let's go. And I can't put the mining arm away because my keyboard's doing weird things. And we haven't found any Hadonite on Magda. Whereas in 3.17, I used to find it fairly frequently. Oh, goodness me. But right now we're experiencing the second keyboard issue of the night. So we're going to try and get let's instead of just ramming the ship, let's get out. Turn that off. Can we get in the ship? Is the F key gonna work? It is. I don't know what that flickering is. When I press enter, you can see the screen flickers very quickly. It brings up that reshade thing. What's with the armor? I can't put it away. When I press the M key, it brings up the interact menu. You know, when you normally hold F and right click, like that, that's F and right click. If I press M, hang on a minute. Yeah, when I'm in the ROC and I press M, it brings up the interact menu. I've pretty much gotten away from the keyboard completely in game. Yeah, I only use it when I'm on the ground. I have tried to set my sticks up to you know, for FPS and all that sort of stuff, but it takes getting used to. And I'm not massively. Oh yeah, it's like Z doesn't work anymore. Oh god, what happened? Ah, man! We shut the game down. We Alt F4'd out of the game somehow because of all this weird keyboardness going on. All right, let's close that. Stop. Okay, it's not voice attack doing something weird. Okay, let's try. Let's go back here. Have I checked the keyboard layout in Windows? Yeah. Well, right. Previously I have. I can't check it right now because I can't type in anything. None of my keys work properly. I can't. Okay, let's do Control Shift. Doesn't seem to change anything. Control Alt. Doesn't seem to change anything. Welcome to Crouch After Dark. Where my computer's as janky as Star Citizen is. Do you use, I mostly use HOSAM and or Orb Weaver keypad on foot. Okay. Yeah, where's my Orb Weaver? It's not an Orb Weaver. What is it? This little thing. It's the Razer Tartarus V2. Okay. Excuse me. Do your sticks use software? And is it conflicting with the keyboard Logitech software? I don't use any software for the sticks that I'm aware of. Let's have a look here. And why do I have a folder called Logi and a folder called Logitech? This one's got Logitech G Hub in it, and this one has Logitech Gaming Software, and another one called Logitech Gaming Software 9.04. Logitech Profiler was unable to detect any game controllers. Please ensure the device is connected. If your controller requires a power supply, please verify it is plugged in and the LED on the controller is lit. Once the connections are verified, click retry. Click cancel. We'll close the profiler. Oh, let's just fucking retry. Nothing happens, man. Cancel. We need something a bit more intense than this. Logitech G Hub. Okay, let's unplug this Dell because we know it's not doing anything to help us. This problem has been intermittent for a while. It comes and goes and just happens randomly. All right, we'll plug the G510 back in. When was your last malware scan? It does it every time I start my computer. I use ESET and it scans, yeah, every time I restart the computer. Apparently keyloggers can have that effect on a keyboard. My stick's Logitech too. Yeah, I have the Thrustmasters. Okay, so the worky. I could just restart and hope that I can get in before the 30-second, reconnect to stream thing on YouTube. But my computer doesn't boot as fast as it used to. It's probably well overdue to be sorted out. Okay, so let's go to the Logitech gaming software. And it can recognize the C920, my G700 mouse, my G510 keyboard, BIOS update. No, I haven't updated the BIOS for a long time. If I restart, a little bit troublesome to try and troubleshoot live, right? How frustrating. Now my keyboard's not working. Gotta freak out, gotta keep it certain. Now I gotta figure out how I gotta get it working. Not sure. It's got my brain going berserking. Okay, we wanna get back in the game. Play another round, we can keep it insane. Cause we're rock mining back in that place now. My motherfucking keyboard gotta bring me down, gotta get it rocking. Now I gotta get it poppin', get my keyboard damn near stumping with my fingers when I tap that motherfucking keyboard. Doesn't wanna respond because it's keeping me bored. What the fuck? Keep it going now. All right, we're just going to risk it for the biscuit, or 406 biscuits. I'm going to restart my computer. Hopefully we can connect to the stream fast enough. And if we don't, we'll fire up another stream and we'll see what happens. But we're not done yet with this game. We're going to lose all the gems. I already Alt F4'd out of the game, so we've lost everything we had already. God damn, this fucking mother keyboard bring me down. I don't know what to do it for. Now I gotta try and fix this shit live on the internet. It's keeping me lit. I'm not gonna even have a sad face. All right, we're restarting the PC, and we'll see how it goes. Otherwise, come back, join me. We'll fire up a third stream for tonight, and we might jump over to Daymar. I've had good luck on Aerial trying to find Hadanite. Haven't found any tonight on Magda. We'll go over to Daymar once we come back, and we'll try and see if we can find some Hadanite there and actually make some bank, because tonight, from a credit perspective, has been a bust.